I'm Georgia.
I'm Jordan Rakei.
And we're at the Aussie Barbecue for the AU Review.
Welcome to New York.
Thanks.
Tell me a little bit about what you're up to over here.
Well, Jordan and I, we're just kind of chilling through CMJ. We played one show, but then we're in town to do some recording with Lee Groves next week. So we're putting down a couple of tracks over the next fortnight with Lee in Soho.
So how did that come about with Lee?
Lee and I were sent, and we were introduced via email, and I think just sort of realised very quickly that we were on a similar vibe. And then we met when I was on tour in Sydney, and we spent our entire meeting laughing our asses off, and left our meeting with sore sides from belly laughing. And so we thought that meant it was a good sign that we should work together. And Lee was moving to New York City, so it's a good excuse to come and see NYC again.
Definitely. And you're working on just one track together?
It's an A and a B side, and a couple of other things. And
you roped Jordan along for the ride?
I did. So Jordan and I just met recently and have been working together. And Jordan's an incredible solo artist in his own right. And we sort of found out about each other online, and Jordan sent me a message to say, hey, we both live in the same city in Brisbane, but we'd never met. And then I went to see one of Jordan's gigs, and it was incredible. So I said to Jordan, we should have a jam one time. Where do you live in Brisbane? And Jordan said, I live in West End, and I live in West End too. And then he said, I live on Franklin Street, and it turns out I live on Franklin Street too. And we've actually been living 3 houses apart from each other for the last few years, making tunes with our headphones in our bedrooms, and yeah, now we like skip across our backyards to make music together. So it's pretty magical.
And indeed, Jordan, you were creating. You have your own music, and tell us a little bit about what you're up to.
Pretty much, I guess I started maybe my solo stuff in March, sort of when I released my first song. And then then I released my EP maybe 2 months ago, a month ago. Actually, no, 2 weeks ago.
This EP is called Franklin Street.
Franklin's Room. It's called Franklin's Room.
It's really good.
So that's just 6 tracks. And then I met Georgia, and then she's sort of just passed me on to the right people, and
Just hanging out. Yeah, I've been looking for a keys player that could sing for a while, so when I heard Jordan's stuff and saw him playing keys so incredibly, it's like, ding, I need that guy. I'm so glad I did.
So you mentioned you did a show at CMJ, and are there going to be any other things while you're over here, or are you really focusing on recording?
We are mainly focusing on being in the studio, but we just got invited over there to play at a warehouse party in Brooklyn. Just when we were sitting with Ginger and the Ghost, another great Australian band. She said, you should come and play at this party we're playing at. So now we're playing at a warehouse party in Brooklyn. So
fantastic.
Keeping it loose.
That's what New York's all about.
Yeah, that's it. You never really know what's going to happen until you get here.
That's exactly right. I mean, how has the city treated you in general? Has it been an amazing ride?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's so complicated as well, like subways and walking everywhere, but it's good. I mean, it's way different.
Everywhere we've stayed has sort of been accidentally amazing. We haven't really known what our accommodation is going to be like. Every time we open the door, it's like, is it going to be okay? And it's either had some incredible rooftop view or, been super trendy. So I think it's just part of the New York beast.
You've had a great year, since we last spoke, which I imagine was around Big Sound time last year. You've had Triple J play and all these amazing accolades. And I mean, what's next for you? Where are you going from here?
There's quite a bit on the cards that I'm planning, a lot of which can't really say much about.
But it's exciting.
So I'd sort of like it to be the surprise that I think it will be. But mostly new recordings. I'll just be working on putting out as many new recordings as I can at the moment. So, yeah.
And for you, Jordan, you just released your EP, so what's next for you?
I don't know really. So the plan is now to gig more and showcase it as a live show, and then I'm starting to record in December again for my next release in early February. So just going to keep trying to pump them out. I guess the more the better, really. Yeah. So yeah. Sweet.
Well, excited to see what comes next for both of you. One of whom is in a very large veil of secrecy, and
Can't see it.
And enjoy the rest of the time in New York. How much
Thanks,
longer
Larry.
are you here for?
We're actually here for a while. We're recording for 6 or 7 days, and then we're taking a week off.
Very nice.
We're going to go to Salem for Halloween. And I've brought a pretty ridiculous Halloween costume with me, black glow-in-the-dark skeleton onesie. So we're gonna have a bit of a holiday.
Very nice, very well deserved. Well, enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Safe travels. We'll see you back in Australia.
Always nice to see you, Larry.